Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I've already cleansed the space, and I'm going to get into it. We've got 7 different timelines, and the overall energy for these readings and these timelines is nurturing your truth, standing for justice. Okay, I've done the shuffling. I've compiled the different readings. There's 7 different times. There's 7 different readings, and we're going to get into it. So go ahead and take a moment to pick your number, keep it to yourself, and we're going to get through. We're going to start with the first reading. Seven, 8, 9, 11. Okay. So your current situation for reading number 1 is that you are facing some sort of injustice, some sort of imbalance. And it's kind of, I really feel that it's getting under your skin. There's been a lot of lies and deceptions in this new endeavor, in this new direction that you're going on, and you're trying to figure out what, up from down, left from right, and it seems to be all confuddled, okay? Your mindful focus is that you recognize that connection that you've been dealing with is no longer something that you want to be dealing with. I think you're recognizing the truth in this. I think you're recognizing that this person wasn't in balance with your particular needs and or wants, and you've decided, or you're deciding, due to the deception and injustice, that you're looking to move on from here. In your heart and in your heart space, there's a lot of taxing energy. Maybe your foundation's been disrupted. Maybe your money's been disrupted. Maybe this whole idea of building a legacy with this person is something that you're going to do, mainly because of the lies and the deception going on with this particular energy. What are you walking away from? You're walking away from ending this out once and for all. You've cut ties, you've cut cords, you've done what you've had to do to take care of that situation, and now you're moving forward. What are you walking into? You're taking initiative, standing on business, you're taking a leadership position, you're listening to your intuition, you're moving forward. You're a very talented, passionate individual, and I know that you're standing on business with this particular person due to the fact that there was a lot of lies and deception. So you will be taking action in the next maybe 3 months, 6 months. This is about being passionate. It's about starting over. It's about allowing that what was within your headspace, you're letting it go. And you're starting over, you're starting new, okay? You have some sort of new inspiration moving forward. There's definitely some sort of new focus coming to the limelight. And you're allowing your intuition and your passions to guide you in this. Your attitude in relation is a situation where you're having to maybe put your guard down or let your guard down in order to allow other avenues of correspondence or connection to come in. Your influence, there's some sort of maybe that you need to still heal. Maybe there's something that you need to alchemize. Maybe there's something that you need to still figure out. But I think on your way, having your intuition guide you in this. The 10 of Wands, we're hoping that we can heal something. We're hoping that we can move forward. Not necessarily letting go, but changing our perspective, changing our intentions, changing the way we look at things, the way we see things, the way we are guided by things. And you're moving into some sort of temptation. Look at the toxicity for what it is and having to be determined in order to heal something. This doesn't necessarily meaning that you're moving towards the devil per se, but it's definitely something that you're passionate and obsessed about. Feel that maybe healing something would be the better course of action rather than just walking away from it altogether. Okay? So I hope this helped. Number one, stay determined and know that there very well could be a Capricorn you could be walking towards. Devil isn't necessarily all bad all the time, so that could very well be the situation. All right, reading number two. Here it is. Your current situation is you are maybe going through a dark night of the soul. Maybe you are a sort of cycle. Maybe you are having to deal with the passing of someone. You could be a Scorpio. You could be with a Scorpio. You could be dealing with the ending of a cycle. Your challenge is to find some sort of wish fulfillment. Know that you are complete within yourself, within your heart space, knowing that you are whole person, all right? Finding fulfillment in that, knowing that you can be emotionally fulfilled just within your own energy. This is one of your challenges. Maybe after a passing of someone, maybe you're feeling like there's something missing, okay? This is about finding your own wish fulfillment within yourself. In your mind's eye, we're talking about being bitter. We're talking about not wanting to nurture our heart. We're talking about maybe a broken heart. We're talking about manipulation. Maybe you've been dealing with this. Maybe this is why this cycle is ended out. Maybe this is why you're having a hard time feeling complete. But either way, this is a bitterness that it's kind of like a get mad and get glad kind of energy up on. But you have every right to be in this bitter energy because of the past. I think it's just alchemizing it and transforming it and letting it finally rest. Okay? Yep, in your heart space, you're ready to take a leap of faith in a new direction. You're inspired. You're allowing your intuition to guide you, knowing that what is coming forward is a new adventure. What are you walking away from? You're walking away from some sort of third-party dynamic, and you're clearing out some sort of betrayal that may have happened with this third-party situation. What are you walking into? Maybe some sort of a dark night of the soul. Maybe you're not really having much hope after you letting go of these third-party dynamics. Maybe this whole idea of moving forward maybe wasn't such a good idea. Having feeling of regret. Maybe you're brokenhearted at the fact that you had to make this move and let go. But otherwise, there was some sort of betrayal here. This definitely hurt you. And no wonder why that maybe there's some sort of passing of one. Maybe you feel betrayed. Maybe you feel left behind. Maybe you're feeling incomplete and you're having to take a new step forward within your heart space. And you're really kind of not ready. It's kind of pushing you in that direction to do so. However, within the next 6 months, you're going to be feeling not so trapped. You might not have hope right now for the next 3 months. However, things are going to change. You're going to start to see the truth for what it is, and you're going to realize you're not as trapped as you thought you were. Your attitude, you're very disappointed. You're very kind of depleted. You don't really have much passion happening. You don't really have the strength to move on. You have the strength to continue. Please stay true to yourself and find that fulfillment within you because you're worth it, collective. Okay? It's okay to feel a little bit bitter about what was done and you remunerating over the past memories. However, releasing this past betrayal is evidently important to be able to move forward with hope and to see things for what they are. Even so that you don't really not necessarily have the strength right now within you to continue to prevail, I have a feeling good things are coming for you. And just like I said, your influence, something is being revealed to you. This is kind of feeling like with the sun here, this is a kind of happiness. However, I think it's going to piss you off first. Something tells me that it's coincided with this releasing of the betrayal and the third party dynamic. But there's definitely something that will be revealed to you. Whatever is done in the dark is coming to light, and it's definitely going to piss you off, but ultimately this will set you free. There very well could be a fact that you just don't know what direction you're going in with the Horse and the Chariot in the reverse. Maybe you just don't have the means to move forward. Maybe you're kind of feeling stuck. Maybe you're spinning your wheels. However, something tells me with this knowledge that you're going to receive in the next 6 months, there's something here about you standing on business and seeing it from the perspective that you've always seen it. This very well could be what's making you bitter. You've seen it right from the get-go. This is not your first rodeo. You've learned a lot in these last while, maybe the last year, 2 years, 7 years, 10 years, whatever that number is to you. However, you know you need to take a leap of faith in a new direction. And I think this is a lot about moving forward towards your passion, leap of faith in a new direction to be able to go towards this joy and this happiness, the sun. Okay? Stand with your perspective. Don't allow somebody to gaslight you into bitterness about this bullshit or dynamic. You may not have a lot of hope right now. You may be going through a bit of a dark night of the soul. This is definitely the time to do it. With all these planets in retrograde, we're currently in Mercury retrograde, new moon in Scorpio. So there's definitely a lot of transmutation, transformation happening with this death card. Okay, stay strong. You're through the worst of it. I really feel that. And you just need to strong and stand on business with this, okay? Sometimes the truth is going to pull off, but it will ultimately set you free. It's okay to be bitter and hang on this bitterness for a little while, but don't let it dictate your life, okay? All right, number 3, here we go. We've got your reading here. Your situation, 8 of Pentacles. Now, this is a very good card. I think you're recognizing the truth within you of your ability to be talented, and ability to work hard, ability to be almost meticulous. You've got the Midas touch. There's definitely something about you here that's extremely special, and you have something to provide the world. And I think this is you taking that initiative to move forward and offering what you have available to you to the world. Now, this could be after a time of feeling worthless. You're finding out that maybe you're not the problem. You're trying to find your own foundation, and maybe it's somebody out there jealous and envious of your talents, jealous and envious of what you're good at, and they're trying to diminish you and make you feel left out, and, you know, feeling left out in the cold and feeling like you amount to much. In your mind's eye, this is definitely something that you're wanting to walk away from. This is definitely something that you're focusing on, walking on towards new horizons and trying to foundation. In your heart space, this is talking about, with the 4 of Cups reverse, you know you deserve better than what you've experienced. You're not satisfied with the status quo. You know what you're in love with this 8 of Pentacles, but I'm really picking up on there's other people here that are trying to misunderstand you on purpose, to diminish you and diminish what you're capable of. What you're walking away from is some commitment, some sort of disconnection. It could be someone with a Taurus background. This could be a dark spiritualist that maybe have been manipulating you into this 5 of Pentacles energy, and you're trying to mentally, emotionally away and move on towards new horizons. Now, this is really talking about cutting cords. This could be about manipulating some sort of a higher power. Maybe kind of, I'm really not there with the destiny swapping or anything like that, but it could be the situation. Somebody's envious of your talents and is trying to steal the recognition of those talents. Okay. However, there's definitely something of a disempowerment coming in. Somebody's trying to disconnect you from your higher power is what I'm feeling. Because you are very, very committed with this 8 of Pentacles, but I think you're kind of walking away out of this worthlessness, kind of no commitment, no purpose, no reason to continue moving forward, because you're no longer satisfied with that status quo of energy, okay? And I feel that you're kind of recognizing that there has been some sort of power dwindled or taken from you, or there's definitely been something that's been you've been gaslit. There's been something going on where you've been disempowered. Every time you try to stand in your power, there's somebody there ripping the rug from out from underneath you. Okay. And now, within the next 6 months, this could end up with you being mad to get glad. This could be you pouring out your cup of tainted illusions that other people were pouring into it, and maybe you're putting it in the dishwasher or recalibrating. Maybe you're getting in the process to walk away officially. With your attitude in relation, I do believe that it's a dishwasher moment for your heart space, for that cup, that holy grail that you hold love in. You're really guarding your heart at this time, and I really feel that's a good portion to do, a good perspective to be in at this point, considering I do feel that you know what you want, but where you've been looking really hasn't been the right place to get it. You do have the Wheel of Fortune coming in your influences sector here. So there's definitely something that you're dead set on with this dedication here with the Eight of Pentacles. You're moving towards your destiny despite what everybody else is thinking that they're going to do to you. And it's really kind of giving me an F around and find out kind of situation. And I think whoever's coming at you and trying to disconnect you from your higher power and making it to where they're throwing rocks and hiding their hands, making you feel worthless because of how talented you actually are, I think they're going to get what's coming to them. Your hopes and fears is the Page of Wands. You just wish they'd stop. You just wish they'd, maybe they're just wishing you would stop. You would just stop being so talented, stop glowing, stop being so influential, you're doing too much kind of energy. And it seems like there's going to be some sort of conflict coming into the future within the next year with the Five of Swords. Maybe it's time to put the sword down for the moment, take a moment of respite, gain your thoughts, gain your focus, guard your heart, move into this energy of the Wheel of Fortune. And despite this whole feeling of being uninspired and brokenhearted because of these people lashing out at you, putting you out in the cold, making you feel this, you really need to stand on business of the quality of work that you do and what you do have to offer the world, okay, collective? I guarantee you, you having to maybe speak up and fight for your position here is definitely evident in the next 6 months to a year. But the next 3 months, you have the ability to turn this frown upside down and call your power back. And that's what I suggest, okay? And you can turn this one upright side too and guard your heart. And once you empty this cup out and once you put into a perspective that you are maybe putting it in the dishwasher and shining it up, you're only going to allow divine love into your heart going forward after that, okay? And maybe this is what's getting you to fight for your position, okay? Any of these cards that I put here, right side up, okay, if they need to be put right side up. It also is taking into consideration that this is what's to come. So if this is your reading, number 3, please be good to yourself. Please continue pouring into yourself and know that you are worthy of love. Know that you are talented, and there's other people out here that trying to maybe take that away from you and get you disconnected and not feel so committed to your cause and to your purpose. But you really need to know that destiny is your destiny's pathway, right? And you really got something coming in that's beautiful, right? And somebody's trying to disconnect you from it and take it from you. Don't allow that to happen. Stand in your power and stand guard of this, okay? You have every reason to walk away from that what no longer serves you. And it's just the fact of knowing what isn't serving you any further and walk towards your passions and what you're good at instead. Number 4, here's your message. Your current situation is you're sitting kind of pretty, you're sitting kind of handsome, you're sitting with a stability, you're sitting very grounded. Okay, with the King of Pentacles here, I feel that you're sitting in a position of power. You're sitting in a position of elemental magic. You have the elements at your disposal, okay? And the King of Pentacles really talks to me about maybe a shaman, of some sort, works with the earth, works with the herbs, different, maybe a tobacco. He's a smoker here. Could very well be the case here, but the King of Pentacles, this is a situation where you're feeling very grounded. You know where you stand. You know why you stand there. You're dressed very, very nicely, and you have the Book of Knowledge sitting here on your mantle. So everything is at your fingertips. Okay, you have the warmth of fire. Um, it's all good where this is coming from. However, maybe there's sort of sadness overtaking you. Maybe this is just you standing there, wondering and contemplating about life. You know, you're finally got to where you need to go, but you're still feeling some sort of sadness. You're feeling unfulfilled. You drinking too much. Maybe you're into the substance. Okay, maybe you're allowing your emotions to overtake you. This is a challenge. Get your wits about you and know that sometimes you need to put a battery down for the Five of Cups in the reverse, right? Sometimes you need to restructure heart space in order to be vigilant with who you share that love with, okay? In your mind's eye, we're talking about working to some sort of a harvest. You've been working hard. You've been focusing on your stability. We've got a lot of pentacles in this already. So you're a King of Pentacles working on your harvest, on your garden, working on what matters to you at this time. And whether you're masculine or feminine, you could very well be a feminine in your masculine energy currently right now, right? With the Five of Cups, nurturing yourself, and this very well could be a challenge for you at this time because you're so focused on work, you're so focused on what you got going on, that you don't really have time in order to nurture your heart space and really kind of empower yourself to really step forward with this new found boundary on how you share your compassion and your love with other people and even yourself. How you nurture yourself is very crucial, and this could very well be quite possibly a challenge for you at this time. In your heart space, you very well could be very nostalgic, thinking about past memories, about those past cups that you've had in the past that maybe were great, maybe weren't, maybe it was a loss, maybe you weren't so stable at that time. However, there's definitely a lot of nostalgia. This could also be dealing with past loves. It could be dealing with family. It could be dealing with stability. It could be dealing with overall all the emotions that you've kept swept under the rug all this time and now rearing its ugly head during this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. What you're walking away from is quite possibly a happy ever after kind of a situation. Maybe you're dealing with the family's dynamic. You could be sitting in this energy where you're thinking maybe that you're losing out big, right? And maybe this is what's got you so sad. The first 3 months is going into conflict. Somebody wants to pick a fight with you. Somebody wants to have some sort of conflict with you. Maybe they're causing conflict. Maybe this is family causing conflict because of what you're building and they're not a part of it. Maybe they're trying to swindle you. Maybe they're trying to bring back the past. Whatever it is, within the next 3 months, be knowing that there's sort of conflict coming in for you that you need to address head on. You could be having headaches. Head on, apply it to the forehead. Like there's that headache roll-on is coming to mind. But you need to face things head on and be very grounded in your decisions. Be very methodical with how you go about this. And we're really picking up on some sort of reactive abuse due to some sort of held back emotions. So really take initiative in being grounded in your decisions. Don't react. Take a step back, see it for what it is, and then take action, okay? In the next 3 to 6 months, however, there's definitely some sort of something about you getting sevenfold blessings for all of what you've stood up for and all that you've grown, all that you've been working on. You are very strong, very stable, very methodical. You definitely know what you want in your life. It's a shame that you had to walk away from Ten of Cups. However, there's definitely something that you're going to be getting back, and maybe this is just you fighting for what you know you deserve. Okay, there's sevenfold blessing there. Now, your attitude in relation to the situation, we've got the Tower card. Things are sort of calming down now after this walking away of of this happily ever after that kind of went awry. Maybe you're sad here. There could be past energies or past nostalgia that's kind of coming back. But you've been through the worst, the tower in the reverse here. Okay, this is where you're just kind of cleaning up the last little bit of the dust and doing your finishings and your renovation, and you're starting anew. So first you need to get back everything that was taken from you, and there could be some sort of conflict regarding this. Somebody's trying to take what you're building, and that's not going to be the case. Okay. Okay, maybe you've taken a loss. There's an Ace of Pentacles here. It is in the reverse. So maybe you are taking a L. Maybe you are taking a loss from what you've worked on. Maybe there is a lot of conflict regarding this, and somebody's trying to steal it from you, but you're having to deal with what was taken from you and try to be strategic as to get that back from these thievers. I'm really picking up on somebody trying to take recognition and take clout off of all of your hard work. So be very vigilant as to what you're allowing and who you're allowing into your experience and who you're collaborating with, okay? Your hopes and fears, you just want to rest of working for nothing. You're tired of working and having to fight for everything. You're tired of having to be so strategic as to hold on to what you're building and not lose it, okay? And I do see there's some sort of owance having to rely on other people. And I'm really kind of picking up on the fact that there's definitely some sort of a codependence. Maybe there's someone here that is codependent on you, or you're having to be codependent on someone else after a time of conflict. Maybe this loss has really kind of given you a position where you just need to take a break and you need to take some time off and rest and recuperate and regain your strength. With the Four of Swords here, know that the war is not over, but maybe it is time they need to take some time out for you. Ultimately, there is a lot of truth coming in this. Who's coming after you, who's trying to make you unhappy, who's trying to conflict. And I think this has been a very big wonder on your mind for the last little while. With this Seven of Swords in reverse, though, I do feel that you're going to be getting back what was rightfully yours. You're going to get back bold beyond that, and I think the people that were trying to steal from you are going to have no other choice but to ask you for help, is what it is, okay? So the people that were stealing off of you, you're going to get that back and then some, but they're going to have to ask you for assistance. All right, number 4, I hope that helped. Brace yourself. All right, number 5, here's your reading. Right now, you very well could be a juggling act. You could be feeling like you're working at the circus. Maybe you're a clown with the clown wig and makeup and the clown nose on. I don't know. I am picking that up. But the Two of Pentacles is talking about juggling things fine, okay? Where you feel that you may be having some sort of difficulty with this, you're actually doing better than you think. Okay, and this is talking about resilience. It's talking about tenacity. It's talking about being in your decision and being footed, grounded in this balance. Okay, if this was in the reverse, you may be dropping the ball, but in this case, you're doing just fine. And I get a kind of feeling that somebody has delusions over you. Now, the Knight of Cups, this could very well be the challenge of moving forward at the same time, trying to balance things out and juggling everything you're juggling is to maybe show some compassion, right? Maybe you've been cold lately. Maybe you're having a hard time finding compassion for other people because you're having to balance everything. Maybe you got too many irons in the fire at this time. Either way, number 5, there's definitely major changes and there's a lot of choice and a lot of truth coming to the forefront for you. Maybe by you opening up your heart a little bit might help the situation, okay? It is that time of giving with the whole idea of the seasons. The reason for the season is to give those to the less fortunate. Now, in your mind space, we're talking about focusing on you, right? And this is how you've been able to balance, I feel. You haven't been distracted. You've been maybe a recluse. Maybe you've been kind of focusing on your own lately. You really haven't had a lot going on. Maybe you're not wanting to look at all the distractions. Maybe you have a lot of offers coming in, and you got better things to do, right? Maybe you're just focusing on your priorities. In your heart space, yeah, maybe you do want to take a leap of faith. Maybe you do want to go somewhere else. Maybe a new passionate beginning. And you're maybe coming to the point now where the challenge is to open your heart to move through that new doorway, okay, in a new direction, having that new partnership. But ultimately, you want this partnership to be equally, you want it to be balanced. You got the Two of Pentacles, you got the Two of Wands. This is definitely talking and foreshadowing that there is definitely a partnership here that you just want to focus on. But I think this is you and the divine, you focusing on the connection that you have with the divine. What you're walking away from, maybe you're walking away from the slow mentality. Maybe you're walking away from the slow, stagnant kind of energy. I don't know why, but I kind of get a feeling that things are going to speed up for you in the next little while. The King of Swords. All right, so I'm kind of feeling like you could be lying to yourself. You're not seeing things from the true perspective that you should be seeing it. Maybe you have your heart closed off. Maybe you're having a difficulty open. Maybe you're just focused on yourself. Either way, there's definitely something about you maybe thinking that you're going in the right direction. Maybe it's not something that's going to serve you. You could be slowly towards this King of Swords in the reverse, and it's just really not something that you really want to be dealing with. But maybe this is something that you know you need to deal with at the hand, okay? Now, this King of Swords energy and this Ace of Wands, it's kind of like it's like you're seeing it within your foresight of going towards a brick wall, and it's very difficult for you to stop. It's like you lost out on your brakes, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to slow your vehicle down. That's just a metaphor. I don't want to. I'm not wishing on the fact that you lose your brakes in your vehicle. But it's like maybe you're moving too fast, or maybe you were moving too slow, and somebody wanted you to speed up, and it was basically only for crash out. This Ace of Wands, this is a new beginning, but when it's in the reverse, it's like everything that you thought you had planned, everything that you thought you had methodically planned out and put on paper and put your energy into, maybe it's falling apart. It could very well be due to an air sign, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could be dealing with a passionate new beginning that went to shit. Either way, the next 6 months is not going to be very good for you if you work towards this and not being honest with yourself. So, Queen of Swords in the overall energy of these readings, I really need you to nurture the truth that is you, okay? And maybe open your own heart and allow your mind and your heart to be in balance. That's with the Two of Pentacles, okay? Knowing that the dynamic and the connections that you are making, please make sure that they are well intended, okay? And that you're not being deceived and that you're not lying to yourself about these possible new beginnings, okay? Taking your time and just kind of feeling your way through it, wanting to go through this new direction, but maybe you just haven't got there and maybe you're too scared of the future, what's coming in. Again, with the attitude and you having this Emperor card here, you're needing to take initiative, you're needing to lead by example, you're needing to lead and be a leader, you're needing to take action, you need to maybe step into this leadership position. Maybe there's some sort of something that you need to learn. And I'm really kind of picking up on you're moving forward, you're very balanced, but it's like there's an energy here that wants to rip the rug from out from underneath you. And it's because you're so focused. It's like somebody's trying to tune you in or humble you or put you in your place. And you already know where you're going. You're already knowing what you're walking away from. And you're walking away from it with purpose. And you're very grounded in your decisions. And I think somebody's trying to come around and say, oh, are you sure? And I'm really picking up somebody's gaslighting you and trying to gaslight your new beginning and making you think otherwise. Okay? I don't think that's going to be the case, though. I think with you having this Emperor energy and you being the King of Pentacles here, I think that's going to change the whole dynamic. I do feel the King of Pentacles in this reading, in the last one, but there's definitely some sort of a manipulation here. The influence is manipulation, and I'm thinking it's this King of Swords energy. So somebody's trying to manipulate you out of a new beginning or out of a new path. Okay, they're trying to make you feel disempowered. Yeah, the hopes and fears. You're feeling that they're casting an illusion, and I would say that they are. So I'd be very vigilant as to what you're doing, and maybe walk away from. Gee, we've got the Six of Swords here. There's definitely still some lessons that you could be learning with this situation. That what is done in the dark eventually is released and it will come to light. Just know that you need to stand in this Emperor energy and to continue forward, very balanced, very focused. Okay, and learn the lessons. Don't be like, what is this trying? Why is this happening to me? Be in the energy of, what can I learn from this? How can I become more? How can I rise above all of this chaos that this King of Swords is trying to send me? Okay. And you will see that they are going to reveal themselves. They are going to, in essence, they're going to come out of the woodwork. And there's definitely manipulation here. They're trying to put you, so-called humble you, and put you in your place for humbling them. Maybe you rip their mask off. This is my narcissist card. This is somebody that's very cold, very candid, very much a deceiver, and they're trying to ruin your new beginning. That's very passionate, very vibrant, and very intuitive, and very bright. Okay, maybe you're shedding light on something, and they're trying to quiet you out. Put out your candle. Put out your light. Don't allow that to happen. Okay. This is definitely some sort of lesson that you're learning, and you're walking away from this once and for all. There is illusions being cast, is manipulation being cast. However, I do believe that you're going to overcome this, no problem. Okay, so just be very vigilant. Open your eyes. See the truth for what it is. Okay, take the rose-colored glove. Don't allow people to come in and gaslight you out of what you already know. All right, number 6, this is your reading. All right. Number 6, there's definite truth. There's definitely some sort of decisions. Maybe you're having a hard time making these decisions, but these are very big decisions. These are going to be decisions that stand the test of time. This is about maybe changing. This is about maybe changing the way you look at things. Maybe you're kind of not wanting to look at things. Maybe you're looking the other way right now. But right now, you need to really kind of focus on the decisions that you need to make and make them. We got the Three of Cups here. There could be a position of celebration coming in, meeting new people. However, I think it's about making a decision to cut out these third-party situations, okay, third-party dynamic. I really don't feel that it's helping you. I think it's kind of got you in a bit of a fog, and you really kind of really need to take initiative and take control of your life. The Four of Wands in your mind space is about your whole idea of a foundation of what you might have had planned, maybe of a celebration or a wedding or a new house, a new foundation. I really kind of feel that that's all coming to an end and it's crumbling. There very well could be some sort of an earthquake of some sort within your life, as a metaphor, around to shake things up and diminish what you've got going on. And this is a major dynamic of having to make some major decisions about your situation and cut out these third-party situations, these dynamics that are probably not really serving you. If you make the right decision, I do feel that you will be celebrating. It could be that you're lying to yourself. It could be that somebody's lying about some sort of regarding your heart. Maybe somebody's not respecting your heart space. They're not watching what they're doing. They're not watching their actions. They're not watching how certain things affect you. It's really kind of picking up on a feeling like they care less. Okay, they could care less about what you want. But they apparently want you to make a particular decision. And you've already made this decision, I feel, to cut out these third parties. Okay? Now, You're walking away from a particular page of pentacles. Somebody decided to lie, say that they were interested in you, but they really weren't. The past energy that offered some sort of stable stability to you. Maybe they were offering you a pentacle. Maybe they've got this message of an idea of a new stability for you. Yo, come with me. I'll give you a hand. I'll help you out. But it turned out to be an empty offer. With the Four of Pentacles, this is having you maybe they didn't have much moving forward. You've got this Four of Pentacles here where you're having to really save up some money, keeping your cards close to your chest in the next 3 months. Maybe being a little bit more frugal with your funds. There's something here about possibly a dark night of the soul. This could be about a period of isolation that you're going through. This could be the dark winter that you might need to endure and do a lot of healing and alchemization of your journey, inner chaos. This could be the inner chaos that we're talking about here with the Four of Wands, with the earthquake. Okay. So really take into consideration what you've got going on, knowing that there is some deception here with the Page of Swords, and knowing that the off that were given to you in the past were simple little pentacles. It wasn't anything special. And I think you're recognizing that, and you're having to kind of be focused on your own stability, on your own ability to survive and to be sustained. And I think this is going to bring you into this hermit mode to maybe look for that inner light to guide you forward. Okay? This is taking Dark Night of the Soul. Maybe you're going within, doing some healing. Either way, your attitude is walking away from a possible love offer, love interest. It wasn't what you thought it was. Maybe they gave you a pipe dream or cast it in your eyes. Either way, you're keeping your cards close to your chest. You're maybe walking into a new journey about maybe being solitude or in isolation or kind of going on your own way in your own direction. Your influences here. You just need to be consistent. You need to be very methodical. You know that there's definitely some sort of collaboration. There's definitely some sort of support. Your ships are coming in. Your wave is going to be here. So be consistent. Be courageous. Knowing that what you've been working on, you've been going about, it is going to work out in your favor, I feel. Your sin fears, maybe you're just not having it. Maybe you got no spoons left. Maybe you got no more emotions for a particular person, and this is why you're away from them. This is why everything that they were offering you wasn't up to par to your standards, to your boundaries. Maybe somebody's trampling your boundaries, somebody emotionally manipulating you. Okay? They could be manipulating your words as well, telling you what you want to hear, but they don't really show up with anything substantial. So you're having to, kind of go away, right? Either way, the Nine of Wands, it does show that you're going to be getting the upper hand. You've been through a lot, collective. All right, number 6, just know that this is going to teach you quite a bit about where in your experience. This is going to bring you a lot of truth as to who was giving these offers and what to move forward with. Okay, just be honest with yourself is mostly put here. Keep your cards close to your chest. Okay, don't be telling your business because the people around you very well could be untrustworthy. Right? Maybe this is about you moving through and going within, finding your inner light in order to guide you forward. Okay? Choose yourself, ultimately, with the Lovers in reverse. Okay? I get a feeling that somebody's trying to keep you unbalanced, keep you in your emotions, keep you in a cloud of thoughts, and not really having anywhere to go and anything really solid to stand on, right? And something to do with this is like some sort of third party dynamic too. And this is why you have these major decisions that you need to make, okay? But choose you ultimately, collective. Pour into yourself for now, and everything else will start to make sense after that. All right, number 6. I hope that helped. All right, number 7, this is reading. You're dealing with a pile of chaos at this time. Things are not working out for you at all. And I feel very sad for you because ultimately this is the truth you're finding out, okay? It feels almost as if the angels are not walking with you. It feels like you're unprotected. And I'm kind of getting this feeling of you possibly exposed or feeling naked, in an essence of not really knowing what to do or how to go about things. Things are not working in your favor. Things are not looking destined for you. You could be dealing with a lot of chaos. Let's look into it. Yeah. There could be very well something here being exposed about the challenge here is being exposed, maybe for the chaos. Maybe you are finding out the truth and exposing that chaos. Okay? I'm really feeling that you could have an earth angel kind of background, and that's why people are like irking you and causing you chaos. Maybe you're posed as an earth angel, right? And for some, it could be very well a mixed bag where some people are not so happy about it and some people are cheering you on. Okay? Really kind of picking up on you taking a stance and you standing on business, so, collective. And despite the chaos, I really feel that you're exposing it. Yeah, in your mind, they're trying to get you to feel like you're in yourself, right? They want you to take responsibility for their actions, okay? And I think this is the whole thing. You need to stand in your power with this, okay? You're very methodical, you're very passionate, you're very intuitive, you're very beautiful, okay? Whether you're a man or a woman, you have a lot of, you're a looker, that's for sure. You definitely turn heads. And I think the fact that you're so successful and the fact that you're moving forward, somebody wants you to sabotage that and make you out to be looking like okay? This could be a Sagittarius energy causing you problems. It could be just that you know you're needing to kind of stand in your power with this and understand who you are and where you come from. Okay, collective. You're walking away from some sort of sabotage. There's the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's definitely some people out here sabotaging you, not wanting to take accountability for what they're doing, causing you chaos. You're out here on it. You're out here exposing them for it, and they're trying to make you look like you're self-sabotaging. Okay? They're trying to make you out here to make you feel like you're not really making it. Okay? The Judgment here in the reverse, somebody's misjudging your ability to even stand in your power, and they're ultimately you're putting this to an end, collective. You very well, I really am getting Earth Angel vibes with you. Somebody's misunderstanding your ability to put them in their place and stop them in their tracks, right? So you really need to stand in your power. Remember who the hell you are. Maybe it's that you burn some bridges, bring some chocolate and some marshmallows, and enjoy the fire. Okay? You are the Queen of Fire, so you really need to stand on business. And where they're trying to get you to self-sabotage by sabotaging you, it's pretty sad that they have to come at you in a group form in order to bring you down. That shows you how powerful you are. So stand in your power. We got the Queen of Pentacles sitting here with the Queen of Wands, and really what I'm picking up on with this is you're very stable. Okay, you're very stable, you're very passionate, you're intuitive, you know, you've got the magic of the earth, all of the elements, earth, air, fire, and water, plus you have a grounded fire element to you. So you could very well be a Sag, and you could have earth rising or earth moon sign. Okay, so you could have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy along with you in your rising sign or moon sign. This creates a hugely strong dynamic, and that's no wonder that they had to come at you with a group effort to bring you down. To make you look like you're self-sabotaging, because you're just that good. You're just that talented. And I think the fact that you're getting accolades, you're getting victory, you're getting some sort of a success, they're trying to make you look like you're unstable. Your hopes and fears, there will be a rest of this, collective, so I wouldn't worry too much. Sorry, influencer. You're very res you're very much in a reciprocity kind of energy. You give to take to give. It's definitely, you're not really keeping tabs, you're not really keeping score. But I think in the coming months, I think that's something that you're going to be doing. Now, your hopes and fears, you're just really that nobody's lying to you, but I think you're going to find out the truth. With the Queen of Swords being the overall energy for these readings, you need to nurture your truth. You need to nurture the fact that there are people trying to sabotage your success. There are people out here trying to make you look like you're unstable and that you're unforgiving, you're not nurturing, and that you're the villain in their story, right? The fact that they're trying to bring you to an end or misunderstand purpose or slow you down. I really think that this is a F around find out kind of situation, and they're going to find out the hard way as to why they shouldn't have messed with you in the first place. Now, the thing is with this is that you're kind of like, what ifs? You know, they want you all up in your head. They want you kind of feeling like you don't know what the hell you're talking about, that they want you to feel complete. They want to live rent-free in your head, right? And the thing is that with the Knight of Swords here in your hopes and fears, there's a lot of lies and the deception, and you're hoping that they're not lying to you, but they are. They're wanting you to have some sort of a dark night of the soul. They want you all up in your head. They don't want you having clarity in the situation. They want you ultimately self-sabotaging, so that way you're not getting the success that is rightfully yours. This is the challenge, right? And you very well could be an earth angel, right? Maybe they're trying to disconnect your angelic connections or your angelic protection. Okay, it could very well be a condition. Either way, you are made for success. You have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles here. People are giving and supporting you, despite all of this sabotage. So just continue knowing where you stand. Know that if you nurture your truth, things are going to prevail. And this very well could be them all up in their head at the fact that they couldn't sabotage you to begin with. Why? Because you're just that talented. Okay? So you may have to make this judgment call, collective, and things are going to start to speed up. But again, don't be reacting to their abuse, okay? Don't fall for their reaction abuse, okay? Initiative, recognize, nurture the truth, and see what it is that they're doing, right? Because they're trying to bring you a tower, right? And the kind of feeling that I'm getting from this is that they're wanting you to react to their abuse to make you look crazy, okay? And the thing is, you're not crazy. You're very methodical with that Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? And the thing is that you're very grounded in your decision making. So don't allow them to unground you and make you feel out of sorts, okay? Always go back to your inner power and call your power back. Cut the that you need to. And, yeah. That's it. I wish you all the best. If you'd like your own personal reading, you can do so through the Hipsy link here in my profile. And if you can't be good at it, be good to yourself, so that way you can be good to others. And I wish you a beautiful